Hello everyone, my name is Jason Ridge and I'm the instructor for Organizational Leadership Management 4300. Just a quick introduction. I just wanted to let you know, give you some specifics about myself, my background, and then more generally kind of what the course is about and what's going to be expected in the course, things along those lines. So initially, my name's, like as I said, Jason Ridge. I got my PhD in strategic management, but all of my research mainly focuses on strategic leadership, generally looking at executives and what makes one executive better than another, what situations different types of leadership call for, and what type of leadership is most effective in certain situations, things along those lines. I've also looked at a lot of factors such as executive compensation and how that shapes the way decisions are made, and more generally the cognitive processes that leaders go through whenever they're making decisions about complex situations. Now, that's me specifically, kind of my background as far as organizational leadership goes and strategic management. However, as far as the course goes, this is hopefully going to be a course that will allow you to get some insight into what a leader does, who a leader is, and what makes one person a better leader than another. Also, I'm hoping that it's a practical type of course in which you can take the materials that you learn in this course and hopefully apply it to your life so that you can become a better leader. That's one of the great things about leadership is, and we'll discuss this particularly in the first module, is that leadership is not a fixed asset. It's not something that someone's born with. We've learned over extended period of time in research that leaders can develop and become better leaders over time in certain situations, and generally just from practicing and attempting to be a better leader. So hopefully through this course you're able to understand and start determining what things need to be considered so that you can become a better leader in the future. The course is structured in 5 different modules. Each module will cover approximately 2 chapters, or at least the first 4 will. The 5th one is a single chapter. And within those different modules, you'll watch some different videos, you'll read the chapters, and then respond to some discussion questions to hopefully get some interaction between you and the other students in the course, as well as myself, to try to get some give and take. You know, even though it's an online course, it doesn't necessarily mean that we don't want to have some communication, because bouncing ideas off of each other is kind of what helps to spur some thought in certain situations. So beyond the discussion questions, there will also be one assignment each week, and there will also be a quiz at the end of each week. So only a 10-question quick quiz to give some insight. As far as the assignments go, typically it's an assignment for each chapter of each module. So it's probably going to be, depending on the module, it'll be 2 to 3 questions per chapter. Typically pretty straightforward. What I'm looking for in those assignments is your application of the material. What did you learn, and how did you apply it to the questions? How did you apply it to the case study? Some of the assignments will be based on watching a TED Talk, or some of them they'll be based on watching a specific in chapter or the final module will be looking at ethical leadership, and so the assignment specifically revolves around watching the documentary on the Enron leadership, and it's called The Smartest Guys in the Room, and taking that and applying the material that we've learned to what was the breakdown in the Enron situation. Why was the leadership so ethically or devoid of any ethical decision making? But that's kind of a general idea of what the course is, the hopeful goal of you being able to learn what makes one leader better than another, and how to practice and become a better leader in the future, so that hopefully when you get into the organizations that you're at throughout your career, that you can apply these different concepts to become a better leader in those organizations. And that's the quick introduction, and I hope you enjoyed the course.